Liv Morgan breaks silence following devastating loss against Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest at WWE Bash in Berlin. Dear loves, welcome to WWE Family Show. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Rhea Ripley pinned the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan, to seal the win for her team at WWE Bash in Berlin. Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio lost against Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest at Bash in Berlin via WWE. The first major match following the Judgment Day's implosion saw Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest take on Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio at Bash in Berlin. Despite interference from the faction, the Terror Twins remained unscathed. In the closing moments of the match, Ripley hit a riptide on Morgan to pick up the win. After suffering a humiliating loss, Morgan has finally responded on social media. The Women's World Champion took to X and had a surprising reaction to the result. Morgan seemingly didn't care about losing to the Terror Twins. Instead of being upset, Liv felt that she had already won in life due to her relationship with her daddy Dom. In addition to that, the 30-year-old posted 4 photos and clips of the couple's interactions at the PLE. Regardless of her message to Dominik, fans will get to know about Morgan's actual feelings on Raw. Ripley and Priest have easily manhandled the newly formed Judgment Day on several occasions. Despite that, it seems the story between the two sides is far from over. The upcoming Bad Blood PLE is expected to be the night where the implosion of the Judgment Day finally culminates. After pinning Liv Morgan, Ripley will be looking to receive a world title match against her longtime rival. Moreover, to avoid any outside interference, this bout could take place inside the barbaric Hell in a Cell. Meanwhile, Priest and Finn Balor can also settle their differences after the latter cost his former teammate the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Nonetheless, only time will tell what lies ahead for the faction's story. Without doubt, one of the biggest crowd reactions at Bash in Berlin came when Rhea Ripley finally got her hands on Dominik Mysterio. The Eradicator attacked her former partner, applying a scissors lock in the corner to him. Recently, Dom revealed that he was actually open to facing Ripley in an intergender match. In response to this, Mammy asserted on her X account that she was willing to face Mysterio as well, telling the Judgment Day member to bring it. Although intergender matches are a thing of the past in WWE, it needs to be noted that Ripley competed in one. The former Women's World Champion squashed Akira Tozawa in a short bout on the December 19, 2022 edition of Raw. Given the overwhelming response to their physical encounter at Bash in Berlin, WWE will consider the possibility of an intergender bout between the duo. Having said that, a match of this caliber would take place at a PLE if WWE does pull the trigger on it. Ansh is a dedicated content writer and editor with a remarkable flair for crafting engaging and compelling content. With a love for WWE that dates back to 2009, a deep appreciation for sitcoms, a passion for cricket, and a penchant for diving into the world of novels, Vansh writes with enthusiasm about the world of professional wrestling and brings the same to the First Sports team. First Sports is the first stop for all sports fanatics. We cover every sport which you might be looking for, like NFL, golf, MLB, WWE cricket, football, tennis, esports, NBA, MMA, and more. WWE stars Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio teamed up for the first time ever this past weekend, albeit in a losing effort. The Judgment Day members took on Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest at Bash in Berlin. The Terror Twins won a hard-fought mixed tag team match, with Ripley pinning Morgan at the end. This left the Women's World Champion distraught as she laid in Dirty Dom's arms. However, according to the duo, they didn't actually lose. Liv Morgan took to social media to ask Dominik Mysterio if they really lost at Bash in Berlin since they still have each other. He responded on X with a quote tweet, stating that it's never a loss as long as they are together. Dirty Dom even called Morgan his Guerrita, which means blonde woman in Spanish. It remains to be seen how Morgan and Mysterio react on screen to their big loss. The Judgment Day will likely have a big presence on the Rhea After Bash in Berlin. There's only one answer to that question, at least for Liv Morgan. After getting pinned by Rhea Ripley in Berlin, the Women's World Champion looks set to defend her title against Mammy once again. They might face each other at WWE's next premium live event, Bad Blood. As for Dominik Mysterio, he is part of the Intercontinental Championship tournament on Raw. Dirty Dom will face Dragon Lee and Ilja Dragunov on Monday night, with the winner advancing to the four-way #1 contenders match the following week. This is Mysterio's chance to win a singles title.